What's going on? Uh, Happy Leo season. Moon's in Libra. Right now, conjuncting Ceres. So right now I'm using the energy to like cultivate type of intellect with this, you know? And be doing some reading afterwards and stuff like that. No, it's the usual. But in honor of that Moon in Libra, we'll do a Libra reading today. There you go. Alright. I'm feeling page 4. 3, 4. Okay. Damn. Do it. I be going too fast on like the scrolls or whatever. Elio, Germano. Alright. Let's see what he's working with. Well, the first thing I saw was like the MC, but after that was the that North Node opposite the MC in Leo. So North Node conjunct the descendant. So it's like balancing out his like his inner world and his home life and like the stuff he comes from, and like balancing it out with what he's known for and like with what he wants. I was gonna say wants to be known for, but I feel like the MC is like whether you want to be known for it or not in like some way, whether it be like positive or negative, you'll be known for that type of energy, you know, like no matter how you play it out in life. But Venus conjunct North Node. So being somebody that like moves forward with like appreciation for like expressionism and like light shining activities. When I say light shining, I mean like things of like positivity, of like being an example like for others, right? That's Leo. And Moon opposite Pluto and Mercury. I'm getting that it's like because Pluto is like deep desires and like survival type things, right? Like things that tap you into like flight or fight, right? Cause it's like Mars, it's like that combative type energy. Pluto is like the depths of it, like the I like to think of Pluto as like that one dude from Lord of the Rings, Gollum, where he's like all like you know, like in the fucking caves and shit. It's like my precious you know, fucking like very much so obsessed with something, and like if he doesn't have that one thing, that's like it's the end of the world. It's like the end of his life, really, the way he lives. But that's how I kind of like to look at Pluto as. But with that being on his conjunct his Mercury, right? Like having that like lens of darkness that like uh helps in his mental processes and ways of thinking. Opposite the moon, it could be a thing of like him wanting to, what he emotionally connects to is at like uh odds with the way he like is obsessive in his thinking, right? So maybe it'll be like a certain topic or something he could just like hone in on with like extreme mental focus, right? And like get to the depths of it, be very probing, right? But but his moon would want to go off and like his moon has a different comfort zone than to what he is like intellectually drawn to, right? Now we'll look at it in the signs. So like the Aries moon, it's like the need to go be out, the need to go and be out, the need to go be out competitive. That's in it. The need to go out and be competitive. There you go. The need to go out and be competitive. The need to go out and achieve something. The need to like have a stake to win, right? Something to prove, right? That's like what his internal wants. That's where he feels comfortable at. Where like being comfortable with being an individual and going out and giving tasks to himself and achieving what he wants to do, right? But then opposite that Mercury Pluto conjunction in Libra, that could be like hyper focusing on like relations and things like that, like really thinking deeply about relationships, thinking could be like having an addiction to like a sense of harmony. So that would play out like kind of people pleasing type energies. Yeah, especially because the sun is there too. Not tightly conjunct, but it's still in Libra. It's still carrying out the same principles or whatever. I mean, it is not whatever. It is, but like having an investigative mind, right? That could probably like hone in on like something that brings like diplomacy, like could be like social type things, like issues and things like that. I would normally say that for like Aquarius, right? But Libra is still like like has ties to like politics and like politicians, right? Because they're more so like balancing out like different viewpoints, different sides of like topics or whatever, different sides of situations. And like his mind is very capable in like diving to the depths of different topics or whatever, taboo topics, things that people don't want to talk about. But through his mind being like fixated on that and primed for that, and like oh, that's kind of cool. I was just thought about what's his name? I forget the names in the stories, like the exact names, but like in the Greek mythology, it's like Hermes, Mercury, is like the one messenger or the one like god or whatever that could like travel through the different like realms, like heaven, earth, and hell or Hades. And so him being conjunct Pluto, I thought it was kind of cool. Like I think the name was Hesate. That's like the messenger in like the Greek terms, was like the that would relay messages to Hades. So I think he was the one that like took he was the one that took Demeter to the underworld to get back Persephone or something like that, right? So like, so he's the only one that could grant that type of access, and that's very cool that it's conjunct. Where so that type of like messenger type energy in alignment with like the Hades type energy, the underworld, the things that like will have you locked into something, right? The things that will like puts its hooks in you, right? Hellraiser, they got them hooks, they're that devilish type, and then that Mercury is like willing to like like cross worlds or whatever, and like go into that, right? See, that's what his mind is doing, going to like different depths and exploring different like dark sides of things, right? Within like the context of like social relations. You know, he could be like a social worker. I had to start looking at the rest of the chart before I said that. Damn. I'd be having like a couple sentences I want to get at the same time. Cause I was like, before I made that statement, but then I like before I said anyways. um. Oh damn! I didn't even see that Mars Uranus conjunction. In Scorpio too. Wow. I was trying to think of how Uranus and Scorpio would play out, due to the fact of like it being home in Aquarius, or it likes to be in Aquarius. Uranus does, but so it would be away in Scorpio. So instead of like giving change to like and being innovative with intellect, and like it being on the lighter end of the spectrum, due to it being in air in Aquarius where it's home at, in Scorpio it would be like having to change up like deep dark emotions, or just not, doesn't necessarily have to be dark, but just like uh your deep like connections to something, right? Excuse me. um oh yeah, but typically like the Uranus Mars context, it'll be like uh produce individuals that are very fast, like because whenever that Uranian type thought comes in, whenever the the spot where change uh is like noticed and needs to be needed, and like that idea comes in, that that pivot point for like a direction change, right, a new idea, um as soon as that bell rings, Mars is right there, like ready to take out, ready to carry out the task, right? um so it's like very impulsive type energy. Wow, I bet that plays out very annoyingly with his Aries moon. Cause uh like the Mars Uranus, like in Scorpio, like it'll be making like lightning realizations, right? But on a, like the deep emotional level. So like on like probably things like deep desires and things like that. Like things you might not want nobody to see, right? So I don't know, like actually, because I was just thinking about like it playing out like, I don't know, maybe he like nah, that wouldn't fit his chart. That wouldn't fit his chart. Well, I was about to say, like let's say like he really wants his girl, right? And but like it's something like he didn't like go out right and say it, right? But he probably would like do that due to his Libra energy, and then his moon in Aries too, and that Venus in Leo. Like he would be doing, like he wouldn't be like holding stuff in like that, I don't think. All right. But anyway, just for the sake of the alignment, so this wouldn't really pertain to the chart. But like him holding something in, right, and like having that like Uranian insight of like something new to like initiate, right, and then that Mars goes and carries it out, and then nah, that works out in his favor, to be honest, because then that Aries moon is like as soon as like that insight is like found or whatever, like the Aries moon has that mission to go after, right? Yeah, that don't play out annoyingly. You know, they say It's because they be saying King Kunks play out annoyingly, but I don't think the Aries Scorpio King Kunks plays out annoyingly if the person has I was gonna say if the person has more Aries energy, but he don't. I guess it just depends on the individual how they like how comfortable they are with their Scorpio-ness being brought out into the light, right? Because if they're not comfortable with that, then it would play out annoyingly. But if they're the type of person that likes to get things moving in like the physical world and like push things forward and like in like a fast-paced way, because due to it being the Aries energy, then they would be comfortable with that King Kunks, because it's just like because the Scorpio-ness would just add an extra layer of like depth to the Aries-ness, right? But if the person was more so clinging to the Scorpio side of the Aries King Kunks, then it would play out like them not liking whenever the Aries like goes out and pushes things and like goes out and just like does something on a whim, or just like as soon as they get the thought, just don't, right? And that Scorpio will be like, wait, like, like we gotta calculate, we gotta strategize, we gotta map out like everything about them, we gotta map out everything about us, see like what's going on in the situation, what's going on in the surroundings, and like they gotta like make sure everything is like right, that manipulation, but that's not a bad word, but yeah, I like that, bro. The more I'm reading these charts, the more I like King Kunks and like in conjunctions, just because of like, especially the Aries Scorpio one. Like, I don't know. That's like, I see the Aries Scorpio King Kunks like kind of like different like reds or something, like different shades of red or whatever. So it's like it plays out with Scorpio being like that dark red, right? That deep desire, that root, that rooted energy, right? Um, and then the Martian energy. I mean, the Aries energy. They're both Martian, but the Aries energy playing out as more of like a vibrant red, like a blood red, something like that. So it's like a sliding scale, right? So they both complement each other well. Is what I was trying to get at. But yeah, I like that Aries Scorpio and that Mars Uranus. Now with that Mars Uranus conjunction and like having those like quick lightning thoughts and taking action on them, right? On like a whim and being impulsive, that's like fighting for that freedom. So like if anything tries to impose like a cage or something, like something that tries to like slow you down, slow this person down, it would like play out like him going to war on that, right? Which might have been frustration in his early life and his home life due to the fact of that squaring his North Node in Venus that's conjunct the IC. I'm pointing like y'all know what I'm pointing at. I'll use the mouse, but y'all got eyes, y'all can see. But I mean if you don't, anyways, um, oh yeah, so like his North Node of conjunct his Venus in the IC, so it's like carrying out a more of like a loving and appreciative type energy in his like home life and in his internal world, right? One that might not just go to war at anything that tries to cage him in, right? Because him having that energy, that like fighting type energy for like fighting for his freedom, right? Anything that would like try to like I was gonna say cling to him, which I mean it is technically like you could see it that way with like family and things like that, like they're like clinging to you, right? Due to the fact of like, like you help family helps each other, all that stuff, right? All the stuff that like comes with like being a part of this world, being a part of the family connection, right? Um, but with that Venus there, he was probably like naturally appreciative of that, right? Or like he was building the skill to be naturally appreciative for that type of stuff, that type of familial connection, that type of uh, love for where he has come from, right? Because the North Node, that's like where you're supposed to go for your spiritual development in this life, right? Like where your spirit like wanted to like put its focus towards, like, and like in this direction is our evolution, right? That's what it is. And they also say the North Node brings circumstances of like uncomfortability, like feelings of uncomfortability whenever you step into that arena of life, because that's what you're supposed to develop, right, for yourself. So with that North Node Venus there, that's like whenever he taps into that energy of like being appreciative for his family. So that would be like, um, in this circumstance, in this chart, I feel like it would be like, what's that love language called? Um, Words of affirmation, something, maybe not that one, but like just acts of appreciation, right? I say acts and like because of the Mars square to it, so it's like his natural energy is to want to do something, right? But it's like instead of fighting like for his own freedom, it could be like finding the freedom to be appreciative for like wherever he's come from, for his own internal world, for his familial connections, right? Um, and before I said all that, I was looking at the whole chart, seeing like um, how it would play out with him. Like before I said the love language thing, and then I know when I was looking at all that, the whole chart, I saw he has a grand trine with his North Node Venus conjunction, IC conjunction, and Leo with Neptune and Sagittarius and Aries moon. And that's like, he has a kite. He does have a kite. Okay, I'm gonna get into that after the trine. Um, so Neptune moon, that would be like, uh, being very comfortable with like the dream realm, being very comfortable with like visions, being very comfortable with like astral traveling, being very comfortable with like, I want to say creating art, being very comfortable with like producing something that would like tap into the psyches, or yeah, tap into the psyches of people as like a whole, right? Because Neptune is like, it's not a personal planet, it's like generational type. So it's like the picture isn't so like focal, it's more broad. um with the moon being there, how like having an emotional connection to like whatever art is like being portrayed by him, or like whatever, having like an artistic mind and imagination about like whatever is art is portrayed to him as well, like building off of things, like coming into like emotionally connecting to something, right? And then being able to like make an imagine imagination realm out of it. um and all that trine Venus, that only adds to that, the artistic aspects I was talking about, because Venus deals with like art, beauty, um, giving love, appreciation to things. Um, I was about to say having love for structure as like a Venus type thing, because like in order for something to like be loved, right, it has to exist, right? So like, in order for like, if this book wasn't here, like how could I love it if it wasn't here? You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a type of like, I feel like there's a type of like connection between like Saturn form and like Venus, right? Same thing with like connection. Like, it has to be there in order for you to appreciate it. Because if it wasn't there, how you gonna appreciate something that's not there, right? But I guess you could say that about any planet. Like, it needs something to be there for that energy to play out. Huh. Yeah, but then that had me thinking like about like Neptune and Pluto and Uranus. Like, does that need something to be there in order for those to play out, or do those just like those are kind of like, I was gonna say deeper, but more so like the blanket is thinner and wider, right? So it's like you might not see it there, but it's still there. Anyways, that'll just be thoughts from myself. We'll keep reading the chart. Um, so yeah, having like uh, so with that Grand Fire Trine, it's like probably like having visions and like appreciations for things like very easily, right? And it could be very much so like having appreciation for like the internal world, having appreciation due to the Venus trine and the North Node and Neptune. So like having appreciation for the imagination, right? Um, oh yeah, the kite. I like to like I like to look at kites as like drill bits, like, so the diamond end portion, like the smaller triangle right here, that's like the end of the drill bit, right? And then the sextile signs are like the ones that, the pieces of the drill bit that like spin. So it's like, think of it like like that. So like the sextile is like going like giving fuel to the opposition angle in the middle. So it would be like I'm pretty sure y'all get me, but I'm gonna draw it out. So it'll be like these these two are these two are the sextile angles, right? And then they spin. They spin, right? And then throwing up situations and circumstances to the opposition angles, to the opposition angles, right? Like for the opposition to deal with. So it's like they're just given situation for this right here. And like you can say that true about like any aspect, like it's all a conversation, right? But I think of it as a drill bit that just keeps on going, because even whenever, because the sextile plays out like you still have to take that opportunity. This side still has to meet up with this side, right? They can send messages all day, but if they don't meet up, nothing's gonna happen. But when they do meet up, they meet in the middle right here. This part gets like even more activated than what it already is whenever it's trying to like balance itself out. So whenever it's like balancing itself out without these sextile contacts, it's like it could play out a little bit more harshly, right? But the sextiles, I feel like adds a sense of like either more fuel to the fire and it playing out harshly, right? Because it all depends on the person, but or it would help alleviate it, those oppositions even more. So with it being Jupiter and Uranus that are sextiling, it'll be like giving expansive, very much so expanding on the flashes of insight, the things he wishes to change, the things he wants to go innovate, right? Or whatever he would want to do to be weird, because Uranus is where you get weird at, right? And then with that Jupiter contact, that's like thinking of all the ways that it could be experienced, right? And it's even more so with it being in Virgo, so that like makes it very like materialized, like very intricate. So like whatever like ideas he has, whatever flashes of insight come to him, which he would go and act on like pretty much immediately with that Mars conjunction. Like through that, he's like, the experiences that he goes into, it would be like the details would pop out like very much so to him, and be like I get like I don't know where movie it would be from, but like just like anime or something, like a movie or something. But like picture like somebody like running, right? They're like running at something, or like running towards something, or like Naruto running like through the woods or something like that, right? And then think of like Iron Man, like that Jarvis helmet, or his helmet that has Jarvis in it, and like it's like picking up things and like showing it to him, right? So it'd be like as he's running on the mission, Mars Uranus, like getting that on that impulse, it would be like things popping up like for him to like look at and like see like the details of, like, because that's that Virgo, like picking up on things. And so it would be like, I don't know, like tree branch, or have like a list of things about the tree branch, and like rock, like have those things about the rock, like, you know, you could apply that example to anything, but like it's just like that intake of information of like all the details, right, through that push forward of energy on that mission. That's like the throw up of energy that's happening between the sextiles, right? And then giving fuel, even more fuel, for better or worse, to that Moon Pluto Mercury conjunction. So it would be even more stuff to go deep with, right? More situations to like probe into, more situations to get to the depth of it, right? More situations to get to the depth to. More situations to get to the depth of. Okay, there we go. Right? But then at times, if he goes too far with the depths, that would be a neglect of his Aries moon, of just wanting to do something out of the passion, right? Because with the Mercury Pluto, it would be like getting fixated on it, and like just the drill bit keeps on going down, 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 down. But then the moon might want to be like, hey, let's pull the drill bit up. Let's go go do something else real quick. Let's go. I don't know. Let's go meet this other desire. Let's go. Let's go blow some steam off or something. You know what I mean? Like. Work hard, play hard. That's what I'm getting from this chart. Work hard, play hard. I was trying to think of how that energy, that kite energy, fits into that fourth house, North Node Venus conjunction. I see Venus, North Node conjunction. I'm gonna look at the sun. So all those energies coming through the sun, conjuncting Saturn, right? So that could have been like a strict type of father, right? Somebody that showed him how to give form to, for better or worse, showed him how to give form to his expressions in the world, showed him how to construct himself to move in the world, right? And then he would internalize that as his own internal father, whatever, and having that that type of energy on his son throughout his life, right? But that's not definite. You could reprogram yourself and all your other planets and shit. But yeah, it would be damn, I feel like that Saturn Sun conjunction would make it a little harder for his Aries moon to just go off on its own, be in the woods or whatever, in terms of getting away, just being oh fuck it, he has responsibilities to carry out through his actions, right? So it's that fucking energy might be sparse, right? That's probably why he has that opposition between Mercury, Pluto, and the moon in Aries. That Sun Saturn conjunction makes that Mars Uranus energy play out very differently, because it's coming through the filter. That Mars Uranus energy is what he has on the inside, right? His he has the impulses to go out and be rebellious, be freedom fighting, be getting into trouble, be moving very fast, right? I've read that Mars Uranus types are thrill seekers, driving fast, going 120 on the highway, 130 on the highway, doing things that are very fast paced. They ignite a type of what's I thought of a cartoon character, but I can't even remember the name of it. But like a Tasmanian devil. Mars Uranus is Tasmanian devil, right? But that type of energy he has coming through. That Sun Saturn conjunction, somebody that is like seen as like very put together, composed, right? I'd say, excuse me, I'd say it's like I don't know why I'm getting like criminal vibes or like con artist vibes. Just like a kind of sleazy kind of in the lower energies of it, yeah. But because of like the Sun Saturn conjunction, it's like I see it playing out as like it being like a type of like calculated structure for the Mars Uranus energy to play out through. So like all the like Tasmanian devil type coming out as like very like cool, like smug type, like um very controlled, very like something you wouldn't suspect. Like if he did do something crazy and like it came across as crazy, it would be like you wouldn't expect that from him because of like his ways of expression, his ways of like being in the world is more so like constructed on like responsibilities, um, like making sure things have the right structural integrity, making sure things are like in order basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Like a very planned out and like constructed ways of expression, right? Like you would know. You know, I was gonna say with that Sun Saturn conjunction is like you would know what they're gonna do next, right? Because like their ways of like expressing is like so like planned out and like structured, right? But that Mars Uranus, dude, that Mars Uranus, bro, that's like, bro, this dude is probably crazy, bro. Especially with the MC in Aquarius too. So he's known for being like free thinking, known for being like evolutionary, known for being like innovative, known for like just doing weird shit, known for just being like eccentric, known for being like pushing the envelope on like what is socially acceptable, known for that type of things. He definitely was somebody like on stage with all that fifth house energy, somebody in like the public eye, somebody that like gained attention for his ways of expressing himself. Bro, this dude is cool, bro. This dude is cool. No, yeah, with that Gemini ascendant, shit, you're getting into everything, bro. He'll be over here, be over there, be over here, be over there, be over there, be over there. You know, bouncing off the walls, bro. But but that Mercury Pluto though, that's that anchor, right? And then that Sun Saturn is also an anchor, bro. His conjunctions are fucking tight, bro. Literally, literally and figuratively. Damn, he a tight ass dude. Yeah, that's all I'm pulling from this chart. But yeah, this dude's like, to reiterate what I've all been saying. Well, all I've been saying. Um, this is his path in life was to like, or is to like, channel his like need for like, uh, freedom, and like being willing to fight for that, and like bringing that energy to like his family, right? Or it could be like to his own internal world with the IC, North Node Venus conjunction. And by that I mean like really honoring that side of himself that like needs that freedom fighting type of energy, that needs for like going out there and being wild, right? Because coming through that Saturn Sun conjunction and Mercury Pluto conjunction, it's like being very hard, being very like stiff, being very uh like gun ho, like very much so focused, and like having a strong focal point and like tunnel vision type energy, right? So it's like honoring that side of wanting to go out and be free, right? But also like showing that to his family too, and like having appreciation for their ways of expressing, right? Um, and it might not be like physical family, like everybody got like different situations. It could be like a friend family, you know. Um, but yeah, I was debating whether or not I should say this, but I'm gonna say it because I'll feel bad if I didn't say it. Because I was thinking about it earlier too. That Sun Saturn conjunction, it's like, because Saturn is like karma and like restrictions and things like that, and like laws and things like that. So it's like, damn, I just lost a thought. Oh yeah, so like if his actions were like, not like, aligned with like being good, right? Or like if there was like ill intentions with his actions, that Saturn energy of law and like karma and like authority, right, would be right there on him. So it's like even if he didn't get caught, so to say, for like whatever like devious types acts he would play out, it would be like he would be hard on himself for that, because he would know, like, just from his upbringing, right, the form of like discipline he had, or like structure, like rules he had to follow, like in his self-expression, he would know what he was doing was wrong. And Jupiter being close to that too, also like the philosophical thinking and like larger viewpoints of the world, and like morality, things like that. Being that being close to Saturn as well, it only adds to that type of like the type of like social morality, or like not even social morality, just morality in general, of like the self, and like relating to like others, things, places, like literally everything that exists in like the universe, right? Like that like play on the energy. Like if it's not like up to par with like, I keep, whenever I see this, bro, I want to say like up to par with like universal type laws, or like things that are just like naturally considered like good for like things. But like that's like a tricky subject, right? Because like what's good for me could be bad for you. So it's just like, I see it as just like carrying out things without, like if there's things that are carried out with ill intention, for, or with intentions of like putting another person down so you could get a gain from it, like that would haunt this type of person, right? Even if they didn't get like a physical type of consequence from that, there would still be a consequence from like the higher dimensions, right? Higher dimensions, you know, in his feelings, in his thoughts, and shit like that. Because his chakras, like the way they're lined up, it's like he can't ignore the the mistreatment of others. Like if things aren't in order, if things aren't like damn, I know there's a word for what I'm trying to say out there, or words for what I'm trying to say out there, but like I just don't have them yet, or I can't find. Basically, if he do wrong, he's gonna know he do wrong, and it's gonna weigh on him. That's what I'm trying to say. But I was trying to be like intellectual and be like, get like something more than that. But yeah, that's what I get from this chart. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.